To make the business case for sustainability, the only option available to municipalities and to engineering firms was to hire a team of economists to look at the costs and benefits over the life cycle of a project. And often green infrastructure options are more expensive initially than traditional grey infrastructure options. So for things like stormwater management, this was a problem. At Impact Infrastructure, we've spent the last 2 years building on the experience of our years doing custom consulting to compile the research and data for AutoCASE. Our research and databases allow AutoCASE to be run in different locations for projects of varying size. And we've plugged into Autodesk's AutoCAD Civil 3D software. So when a stand of new trees is added to a project design, the costs and benefits can be quantified. Impact Infrastructure is committed to doing what my team couldn't do as economic consultants: deep and thorough research into quantifying and monetizing all of the benefits and costs of buildings and infrastructure. We're compiling the best research, the best data, and automating the process and the output. We can now answer the "what's in it for me" question and show how these changes change as the design is modified.
Our current module of AutoCASE is for stormwater management projects. We've designed AutoCASE to be as easy and intuitive to use as possible. So once logging in, you're brought to your homepage where any projects or scenarios that you've created can be viewed. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the application of AutoCASE to a project in Fort Worth, Texas. In this project, the Trinity River Visioning Authority was considering 3 different scenarios with varying degrees of capital requirements. Our friends over at Verdunity were asked to analyze these 3 scenarios and then communicate the costs and benefits associated with each of the design alternatives. This is what AutoCASE is made for. Here, I've already created 3 different scenarios. So let's take a dive into one of them called Open Space. On the Basic Inputs page, we can enter high-level information about the project. We've built AutoCASE to be as flexible as possible, so an analysis can be run simply by filling out a few inputs on this page. In this case, we have a little bit more information to use, so let's move on to some of the other pages to add a little bit more detail. By clicking Next, you can see that we're presented with a range of more detailed inputs pages. Here, I've input information around the project's duration. By clicking Next again, we can see some of the project's design information. For this open space scenario, the design features include a total area of 329 acres, 3,104 trees, and 13.5 acres of space integrating bioretention cells. As you can see here, we're also given the option of inputting more detailed information for those trees that we're planting. So if I select average tree diameter, some advanced inputs appear here on the right side of the screen. Clicking on field information also gives me a description of this input, and beneath the field information I'm presented with low, expected, and high inputs. So I can take some uncertainty into account if I'm not sure exactly what the value should be. In this example, I've input information directly into the browser. However, our AutoCAD Civil 3D plugin aims to make this process more streamlined as users can extract information directly from the project's design drawing itself. AutoCASE shows me what features have been tagged in Civil 3D with the appearance of a toggle that allows me to either use the information from Civil 3D or from the input box in this browser. In this scenario, I can see that there's a toggle for bioretention cells, which is there because I've tagged bioretention cell areas in a drawing file. This information is displayed under Civil 3D inputs on the right side of the screen, so you can easily see what tags are making up the feature area. Once all the relevant project information has been input, you can press Run Analysis, which runs a set of research-based methodologies to quantify the impacts of this project. When the analysis is complete, you are navigated to an automatically generated executive summary for your project's analysis. So this is made to provide a snapshot of the sustainable value for your project. By clicking on Project Summary, we can see more detail about the project, including summary metrics, a breakdown of impacts by cost and benefit, a division of project value by stakeholder group, and a breakdown of value by Envision credit category. Detailed results take you down even deeper, showing more information around each cost and benefit. Once analyses have been run on each of your project design alternatives, they can then be directly compared against each other. If I click on Compare Scenarios, I can select Baseline, Right-of-Way, and Open Space Scenarios and click Run Comparison. AutoCASE then navigates me to a page where the scenario S-curves, summary metrics, and costs and benefits can all be compared side by side. The end result of this set of analyses would be that both the right-of-way and open space projects, as you can see, have significant benefits over the baseline alternative. However, the open space project has the highest sustainable net present value for the surrounding region. After navigating back to the home page, not only can I run these analyses myself, but we've made it simple to share project scenarios with other AutoCASE users. So if you have other team members who'd like access to a design alternative, you can do this easily by using AutoCASE's Share functionality. Sustainable return on investment analysis has always been a complicated and often expensive analysis to run on a project. AutoCASE fills a gap, making these analyses simple, intuitive, and affordable so that they can be run early and often in the design process. Later in 2015, we will be releasing an AutoCASE plugin for Autodesk's InfoWorks design and visualization software. This will enable AutoCASE to leverage the advanced modeling capabilities of InfoWorks to improve ease of use, automate more features, and enhance the accuracy of the analysis. We will also be releasing modules for transit, buildings, such as airports, university campuses, and hospitals, and highways and bridges. Eventually, AutoCASE will span the full spectrum of infrastructure projects. Impact Infrastructure is proud to present AutoCASE, the bottom line for sustainable design.